Everyday Michigan schools produce roughly 700,000 pounds of waste. Dull atmospheres encourage a careless consumer lifestyle. Scarcely used packets get tossed into the trash rather than the recycle. Ill-planned lighting and air conditioning result in excess use of fossil fuels to power the building, and atrocious amounts of food and plastic are wasted every day during school lunches.
This lack for responsibility for a natural environment has not only detrimental effects on the planet, but also sets a standard for students, never teaching them the importance of caring for the earth or proper ways to do so.
In an interview with NPR, environmentalist Rachel Parks simplifies the issue. She says, the problem with environmental education is that it's not adapting, it's not changing. Therefore, students who graduate and go out into the world find they don't know how to solve the issues of their generation.
Despite the enormity of the problem, a small school in Lapeer appears to have found a solution.
I'm Matt Young. I'm co-director here at Chatfield School.
The Chatfield School, a Patriot establishment, may not at first appear special. However, its environmental programs are exceptional.
Chatfield's environmental goals are multifaceted. One is to provide every student here at Chatfield exposure to the environment, exposure to their impact on the environment, and what they can do to help it out.
The first program we encountered was an environmentally friendly building called The Willows.
So this building is got an environmental design, and it's one of the first commercial straw bales in Michigan. And the walls are like clay and mud and fiber, the straw, and the students actually made the walls. Half of the building, we've got solar panels that are giving us electricity. And then on the other side of the roof, we've got solar panels that are soaking up the solar to heat the huge water tanks that radiate through the floor, so we have radiant floor heating. And so, as Peter says, we get an extra free 5 degrees heat free with no moving parts, which is pretty sweet.
Additionally, thanks to the property the school is on, they have a unique approach to food waste in the lunchroom.
Hi, I worked compost today, and basically what I did was helped kids sort cardboard into these containers and then fruits and veggies into other containers to go take out.
Okay, so what's in these 2 buckets are the leftover fruits and vegetables from the kids at lunch. So once they're in the compost bin, they slowly start to decompose and degrade. And then they'll get turned over by the person that runs the Willows, and eventually they'll become really, really rich soil that can be used in the garden to then grow more produce and start the cycle again. And finally, the cornerstone of Chatfield's environmental education program are the ecology classes.
Who wants to do fiddleheads?
Today we're making egg rolls out of things that we're finding in our gardens and around our school, like cattails and ferns and...
The students tell us about the ecology classes, explaining that they're fun because not only do they get to spend time outside, but they're also able to learn about the environment, discovering what they can use that's found in nature, as well as how to protect our earth.
How does it help our students? Well, it's long-term life skills that are being learned and developed that they carry on throughout the rest of their life.
So why isn't environmental education implemented in all schools? Many argue that environmental education is not financially viable. However, in a 2016 study done by Columbia University, experts revealed that just by recycling paper used inside of classrooms, schools could reduce trash costs by up to 36%. Further, a study done by Brown University revealed that environmental programs could drastically reduce schools' long-term costs. But some still persist. Others claim that environmental education is too harsh. In an interview with the New York Times, policy analyst Michael Serna said, kids tend to get a catastrophic doomsday version of environmental problems. Others like him also feel that environmental education becomes a platform upon which to push political agendas. But truly, all it takes is a trip to an environmental school to see through these claims.
What would your response be to those that think that environmental education specifically isn't important or it's not necessary?
I would invite them to spend a week with us here and then maybe get to understand what we're doing here and why, and the positive impact it has on these students, and then maybe reevaluate their opinion on it.
One can see just from glancing at Chatfield.
It's fun. It's
Environmental education is anything but harsh.